Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. If you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Where are we going with the XRP levels? What is going to happen? I mean, we're seeing at the moment, at the time of making this, right? We're seeing the market starting to move a little bit. And of course, that brings all sorts of questions around how come, what is going on. I mean, we've got Bitcoin, like almost 5% up for the day at the time of making this, right? It was 29,574. We're sitting at 31,230 at the time of making this. So what is happening? What is happening? Well, let's break it down a little bit. Let's go over some news first, and then I'm going to bring back something that you guys used to actually enjoy on the channel, and I wanted to bring it back because I actually do listen to you guys and what you say and how you, how you want to interact with the Serpent as well. And there are some new and exciting things coming up in the not too distant future as well. I'm not going to put a date on it, but let's just say that the Serpent room where all the action happens is getting upgraded, and I'm going to be really, really excited to bring that to you guys as well. Now, why are these price levels could be vital for a potential breakout? Sentiment at the moment, like over the last 24 hours, has started to move a little bit, right? A little bit into the positive. That's why we're seeing, the prices up. Now, with a 38.2 and a 23.6 Fibonacci level, depriving the bulls of their buying vigor, XRP flipped its 11-week trendline support to immediate resistance. So, if you don't know what a Fibonacci is, I do highly encourage you to check it out to understand it, to know, what it's all about. We're going to go over a little bit of that today in terms of looking at the live charts, but in general, these terminologies are really, really important for you to understand. Really, really, really important. And, I'm going to go over some of it, but, for the most of it, it is important to learn these things, because you could be potentially listening to somebody and you might think that it's bullish, but in fact, it could be bearish, what they're saying. Even just these terminologies, bullish and bearish, right? Do you know them? Do you understand them? Now, Equilibrium Games, with the launch of the NFT integration XLS20D on the XRP ledger getting closer, they wanted to share some, NFT related information. So Equilibrium Games Marketplace is gaming NFT centered marketplace where NFTs will bring Bonai in respective games. So this particular organization is building on the XRP ledger. Now the XRP ledger, when it comes to NFTs, is going to be a player. It's going to be a player. It's going to be like a serious contender, a serious player in this, right? And for those of you that are used to, obviously, Ethereum dominating this space, Solana, to some degree. Of course, you got Zilligers as well, which are going to be players in it. But VeChain and XRP are on the move when it comes to NFT, and they will surprise a lot of people in terms of it. So start researching around NFTs and XRP ledger. Please. Please. It doesn't help me. It helps you. It helps you. Now, when we talk about from a development point of view, from a technology point of view, from an infrastructure point of view, former developer advocate at Ripple, he reckons it's possible for XRP to one day hit $100. That's a pretty bold statement from a developer. Generally, developers are very conservative about the technology being built. But Matt Hamilton, who is currently director of developer relations at Bittenser, said that he could envision the price of digital asset XRP one day reaching $100. Now, he worked there from February 2021 to September 2021. It's not really been that long. And he worked at Ripple as director of developer relations. And between September 21 to March 2022, he was Californian fintech firm's principal developer advocate. Interesting. Very, very interesting. He reckons, what makes you think XRP Ledger is a centralized database? You know how blockchain works, right? I don't make price predictions, but I don't see why XRP couldn't hit $100 at some point. Just question of time. If you said in 2009 that Bitcoin would hit 60K, you'd be laughed. So, very, very interesting. Strong opinions. Strong opinions are flying at the moment around XRP. Spoke yesterday, actually no, the day before, around the fact that ADA, Polkadot, and XRP are among the three which most people are switching away from their Ethereum profits, are switching it to those three, betting on those three. And look, it is no surprise that we're seeing Cardano today 12.46% up. No surprise. Because, as I mentioned, these three, not kind of like chosen ones, but people are betting that those three are going to be huge, major, gigantic players out there in the marketplace. Now, I don't like to use the word bet because I believe that in this market you should be making calculated risk versus reward decisions. When I hear serpents say, when I hear them say, I'm just going to bet on it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? No, you should be making informed decisions. You should be making informed decisions. That's your job. Your job is to make informed decision based on heavy research, not just winging it. No. Quick, get out of that habit. Fast. Now, XRP consolidates. Is it going to retrace? We'll talk about it. I'll show you some things. See what we can come up with. See what the charts and indicators are telling us. Now, this was interesting on Twitter. And look at this. It talks about, and the ones in yellow, right? Once the token has achieved full functionality, it should be treated as a non-security that will ultimately trade on spot markets regulated under anti-fraud rules administered by the CFTC. Securities cannot be used in the way utility tokens are intended to be used. Example is micropayments and microtasks on social networks. So, the SEC, the chances of them winning this case, my God. Again, it's not financial advisor, I'm not a financial advisor, but I just don't see it. I just do not see the day that they win. But you know what? Let's jump in and let's have a look at some of the indicators that I've got. Now, back by popular demand, I've actually brought this back. And look, you guys have asked, and why not? Why not? Why not bring it back? So we've got some of my indicators on here. You can see the yellow one is the moving average 100. You got the orange one, which is the moving average 200, and the 50, which is moving average 50, which is more like a pink line. Now, I wanted to bring up the hour because it jumped. It's like it came close to moving average 100 and then it jumped. Now, what goes outside the Bollinger Band will always come back inside the Bollinger Band at some stage. But we can see here from a MACD point of view that on the hourly, at least, it has moved to bullish. Now, from an RSI point of view, you can see here that the RSI is sitting towards, pretty up. But, however, RSIs and MACD should not be looked at micro movements like the hour chart. I personally don't agree with that, right? Now, when you look at it like this way, everything starts to make a little bit more sense. So you can see that the MACD is actually bullish at the moment, right? It came close to turning bearish, but it turned bullish again. With an RSI sort of sitting in the middle, this is on the 12-hour chart. Now, as far as how much volume is going on at the moment, there's not much. But let's go jump quickly into the Bitcoin chart. And I'll show you, for example, when it comes to Bitcoin, this is on the 12-hour. Just one moment. You can see that it has turned bullish. It has turned bullish again, but just ever so slightly. I mean, obviously we've had, we've had a nice move occur over the last couple of hours, like it's been, it's gone up. But you can see here on the daily that the MACD is on a bullish at the moment, as we speak. At the moment, as we speak, it is... What have I done? What have I done? No, I've pressed the wrong button. One second. I like to show you guys in demo mode so you don't actually see my live account. But give me 1 second. And by the way, I should point out that for those of you that are seeing this for the very first time, this is a demo account. So don't look at anything on the right-hand side or anything like that. It's just purely a demo account that is used with the indicators on to show you guys what's going on and what's happening at the moment. So yes, there has been, a very, very positive move. Like, if we look at the hourly chart, you can see that, it's moved, right? It's moved really, really fast, and it's moved outside of the RSI, outside of the MACD, like it's exploded up. Now, when I say exploded up, I mean it's 5.36% up, but it is significant. It is definitely significant. And the Bollinger Band is inside the Bollinger Band, but just inside the Bollinger Band. Now, at the moment though, when we look back into the XRP chart, you can see that the volume itself is not that much. Now, there's not been that much volume that has been going on. Now, of course, you can tell by the 2.78% up that it is right now. Now, when we look at the 12-hour, you can see here, the 12-hour, you can see that we're just about to reach the moving average 50. But look how far we still are from the moving average 100, and the moving average 200 is even further up, right? So what does it all mean? Look, it means caution at the moment, right? Yes, it's green, and of course we love green days, but again, it could be a false breakout. I don't have enough conviction yet to make a move. And you know what? Not making a move is great. Not making a move is fantastic. You would rather sit and wait than make the wrong move. Agree? Let's have a look at some drawings. Now, I personally am still holding my opinion that we are going to see 30 cents. I think we'll touch 30, maybe even a high 28, 27, but then we'll bounce off and, start to head towards, the double digits. Now, at the moment, when you zoom out, a lot of things make sense, right? So you can see here kind of the pattern that we've had. I mean, look at the length from 2018 to 2022. Look at that. Hardly any movement. But we are starting to see big patterns of a long coming through for XRP finally. So, I mean, look, it could be the biggest, gigantic cup and handle of all time. We've certainly been waiting a long time, and it has been a long time in the making, but look, it is looking good. It's looking real good. For those that have the patience, right? And if you understand the technology, understand what it's all about and where it's going, then it does all make sense. However, in saying so, in the short term, I'm not impressed at the moment by these 40 cents that we have at the moment, at 2.69% up that we are right now. I do believe that for now, we're still going to be seeing 30 cents territory before we start to climb up again. It's one person's opinion. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But if you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. As always, thank you. Look forward to see you on the next one.